Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to shoot a get ready with me kind of date night look for you. I already prepped my face with moisturizer, so I'm gonna jump right into priming. Before I do that, I use hair clips and kind of tissue just to pull the hair out of my face when I do clip it, because I don't want any creasing. And the primer that I'm using today is my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer used at Sephora, purchased at Sephora. This is kind of my holy grail primer, especially when I pair it with the foundation from Hourglass. So after I prime, I take an extra step. I like to be a little extra sometimes. I use my Maybelline's Better Skin Concealer in the color medium, and I just place that under my eyes as well as highlight the bridge of my nose. And then next I want to take my holy grail Hourglass liquid to powder foundation and just use 2 pumps and just dot it all around my face. Then I'm going to go in with my favorite stippling brush by Eco Tools right now, and it's blending my foundation as well as kind of the highlighted points. This helps me get a more long-lasting coverage and full coverage, as you can see. So I can't forget to prep my lips as well, and today I'm using the Carrie Grand Lip Mask that I got at Sephora. And of course just place it because later on we're going to use a liquid lip. So moving on to the brows, I use my Maybelline's Definer Brow in the shade Medium Brown. I also have a spoolie which I go work in between, so I use the spoolie, I use the pencil, and then I also use a flat eyebrow brush just to have a more natural finish, and I also set it with a clear brow gel. I will have a future eyebrow tutorial, but for now we'll just fast forward this part, but I do take some concealer and clean up under my brows as well. So before we start on the eyes, I'm going to prime my lid with my Urban Decay eyeshadow potion. And I'm using today the Carly Bible palette from Beige Cosmetics, and I start off with this middle shade and start blending it to the crease of my eye with a fluffy Studio Gear brush. I'm going to take this very cream color and highlight under the brow bone. I didn't realize how pigmented it was, so I did blend it out with a clean fluffy brush that I had in hand. So the next shade we are going to dive into is this pretty peach gold shimmer, and I just pack it on with a Morphe M33 brush. And after I do that, I'm going to take this dark plum shade with a Morphe 200 taper brush and really focus on the outer corners of my eye, and I just kind of blend away till you just can't blend anymore, literally. Personally am a little extra, so I take a Morphe B13 brush. It's a very fluffy brush and soft brown shade from MAC, and I kind of focused it on the outer corners and the crease just to melt everything together. I just felt that the shadow was a little too intense for me. I don't know, maybe it was just the lighting, but it kind of just helped everything blend and melt together. Next we are going to do a wing liner, and I use an Inglot gel first with an M217 brush, I believe, from Morphe, and then I do kind of go right on top with a gel liner just so it gives me a more sharper point. Now we're gonna move on to the lashes. I just prep my lashes with CoverGirl's Plumpify. I do love this mascara because you don't have to curl your lashes before you apply it. It kind of just does the work for you. And I'm going to use my Vegas Nay Shining Star lashes. It's in like a purple box. I didn't get to record it, so I do apologize, but it's very dramatic and such a great going out date night type of look. So now moving on is my favorite part. It's kind of just highlighting. So I start with my L'Oreal Visible Lift in the shade medium, and I just hit all the high points of my face, as you can see. And then for contour, I use an LA Girl Pro Concealer in Espresso, and I just kind of apply it where I'm going to contour, and as you can see, it kind of just like exploded, so I was kind of annoyed, but whatever. So I forgot, before I blend it out, I kind of like to add some color in my highlight, so I applied the same Maybelline concealer right on top of it. And then taking my Real Technique sculpting brush, I just started tapping my highlight just to blend everything in. I also have this Morphe M334 just to tap the bridge of my nose, forehead, and chin. It's kind of just like a mini version of my Real Techniques brush. Highlight. And before I set my highlight with my Laura Mercier powder, I do have a damp beauty blender, and I kind of just blend everything out so there's no creases or lines or anything like that. And we are baking today because we want our makeup to last, and we want to look awake at night, you know, just look good overall. And to blend out my contour today, I'm going to use my Real Technique Expert Face Brush. And I do love these brushes just because I feel like it blends out really good. And then what you have to do, you just have to keep blending basically until your hand can't blend anymore. And then for my nose, I do have this kind of mini stippling brush just to blend that away as well. Also, once I'm done with everything, I do use a Real Technique, the big, like really fluffy stippling brush to brush away the bakage and just set everything with some MAC Skin Finish powder in medium deep just to have everything blend together. And of course, we want this makeup to last all night, so we set our contour with Kat Von D's contour palette. I do use the middle and left shade with an e.l.f. Kind of powder brush, I think it is. And then I snatch the nose with the e.l.f.'s fan brush as well. And then moving on to the blush, I use this BH Cosmetics Professional Blush Palette. I love this palette actually. And I use the top far left shade and the far bottom right shade and place it at the apples of my cheeks and just blend upwards. Oh, and I can't forget to take the banana shade in the Kat Von D palette, which is the middle shade, and just highlight the bridges of my nose. And for highlight, I choose to stay with the Carly Bible palette in the middle two shades. And I'm kind of just going to highlight. And you can make it as intense, as subtle as you want. So I was going to keep the bottom of my lash line free from any shadow or anything, but I did decide to use that plum shade with a Morphe M165 brush and just blend it as close as possible to the lash line. And I did apply the Plumplify mascara to my lower lashes as well. And to make sure our makeup stays in place, we set it with our Mario Badescu facial spray. And today I'm going to line my lips with NYX Lip Pencil in Nutmeg, and I pair it with my favorite drugstore liquid lipstick in the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the color Vintage. That was a tongue twister. So I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me date night look, whether it's with your special someone or maybe even a girls' night out on the town. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please share, like, and leave comments on what videos you might want to see next. But as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys soon.